Okay. Of course, there were people at 37, there was people all the way to 14, but in the grand scheme, most of the ages fell between 16 and 24 years. The actual middle was 20. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Then you have the years to performance, 1 to 19. Okay. And what you're looking at on the right is your actual homework for next week for this section. Okay. The one on the left is a different one. Okay. That will be in the room, and basically you'll see here these are the outputs for that exact steroid test. Okay. And this is a yes no question, and then this is community, and this is socioeconomic. And the color coding, if you look at the yellow one, like Native American 51.1, okay, you'll see it goes to the numbers here. It's giving you the opportunity to see where the numbers go. Please don't send me anything color coded. I'll send it back. It's paragraph form, just as it is. Okay.
I don't.
So this first sentence here, for this one, it said participants included 47 male student athletes. Okay. For this first sentence for your homework, it would be participants included, okay, 40 male and female junior college dancers. Okay. There's your first sentence. Okay. You see how this is an extra sentence that you don't have to worry about. When it goes, the participants' age range from what? Somebody tell me what they range from.
14 to 37.
Perfect. What's the mean?
20.
20.08. You always go to the hundreds, okay? And then you'll see on the other one, you'll see right here, if you can see my cursor, SD is italicized, space equals, and then the standard deviation goes there. 4.20 would go right here, okay? And and then you can do the next line. Okay. Years to performance were 1 to 19 with a mean of 8.18, and the standard deviation in the parentheses SD equals 5.15. So all the descriptives are written up the same exact way. Okay. And that would be, I'm going to highlight it, would be this line right here is how you write up both of those. Change the words a little bit, participant age range. The participants' years of performance were 1 to 19. You introduce the topic, and then you give the numbers, and it's done. It's very dry. It's very boring. It's not a lot of fluff, but it's just write it the same way. Now, descriptives go to the numbers. So we're done with the numbers. Now we're going to go to words, and those words are called nominal. That was in the central tendencies. Male and female are nominal words. Okay. Other things like yes, no are nominal. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to move that. So we have male and female. We're not in your homework. You do not need to do the male and female. Okay. You don't have to worry about that because you're just going to say there was 40 male and female participants and move on from there. Okay. You see how race is categorized here? This is the steroid on the left, and on the right here you have, this is your homework over here. Okay? Everything goes from big to small. So what's the biggest category? What's the biggest category in race?
Want to be white?
Would be white at 20. You see the frequency? The frequency tells you how many. Okay? The percentage tells you how much compared to the rest of the group. So if I was to come over here to where, that shouldn't be an equal sign there. If I come here, my first one would be 20, right here, this is 24 is, okay? 20, in the parentheses goes 50.0% participants were white, comma. What's my next one? What's my next biggest? Black. So it'd be 11, in the parentheses you put 27.5%. We're black, and you keep going until you're done. Big to small. Period. End of that one. Community. Okay? What's the biggest one here?
Small town.
Small town. Okay? So we go to, let's see, right here. So it would say 14, 35.0% participants live in a small town, and you work down from there. And your last section is your economic, upper, middle, and lower. I'm sorry, with middle, upper, and lower. And you see how it's written with the A, B, and C? Okay.
Yeah.
Socioeconomic status for the participants were as follows. That's weird. Doesn't even look like a straight line. A would be 36, 90% were middle, and then you just do the rest. That's your preliminary analysis. When you get your demographics back, you'll be reporting the main 5 and 1 or 2 or 3 of the other ones that you actually did. So what you're doing in this, you will then do again in your when you get your demographics back, demographic survey back. So when we come into class in a couple weeks, hopefully you've got that done. We'll all slam it into SPSS. You can finish it up and write it up pretty close. Some of you may be done with your data. We can put that in, get your numbers, and you can start working on your results that night. And then the next time, somewhere along the line, we'll then in a week or two after that, we'll do the discussion. Okay. So, are there any questions? So, honestly, what happens in the next couple weeks are you're going to get a video, okay, that's going to have the example, and then it's going to show you your homework. Okay, it's not going to do your homework for you, but I'm going to show you your homework so I can just kind of say, well, this is this, and this is this, and this is this. And you take the example that I give you and the example write-up that's in there, you then write it up the same exact way using the data from from your homework. So like when you come back, let's say you've got your demographic survey back, and you got participants were 15 male basketball students. Okay. 4 were black, 5 were white, so on and so forth. 5 were from a small town, 5 were from a big town, big city, and 3 were from a urban area. Okay, and you'll do that, and then at the beginning you take those descriptives. So if I change it to their participants were 15 male basketball players. Okay, their age ranged from 18 to 24, with 22 being 21 point whatever was the mean, and the standard deviation was 2.45. And the next step would be is the participants showed had a range of 1 to 9 years of playing basketball, where they had taken 4 to 5 they had taken a mean of 5.2 years of or semesters of activity class, or if it's a basketball team, the 1 to 17 years of basketball team experience, and 82% of them were scholarship athletes. So you're gonna mold sentences that tell all about your participants. Okay, so like next week we will be doing your paired sample t-test, which is your actual test that you're going to be running for your project. You're going to get 2 examples and 1 homework. Okay, so you're going to see 2 different types of examples. Okay, and then you're going to have 1 that you're going to be doing for your homework, and you're going to see the date. You're going to see the answer to the data right in front of you, and everything that needs to go in there is going to be given to you in the template that you're going to get. And sometimes you're going to get an actual fill in the blank template, and then you're going to do the exercise in the fill in the blank, the practice in the fill in the blank, and then you're going to print out another one, and you're going to do the homework the same exact way. Then you're going to be able to take that and turn it in, and it's done. And that's the end of the homework. So as long as you stay on top of it and follow the directions and watch the video, take the moment, and I try to keep the videos to 5 to 6 minutes, so it's not forever. So let's take it one step further. You look at it, you watch the video, it doesn't make sense. I've had only 2 people call me and ask for help. Okay? I've got a couple people who sent emails. Okay? But you're sending emails on in the classroom where I need you to make sure that you're sending to the jeffforbb1@gmail.com. It comes right to my phone. I can answer those really quick. The text message at the phone number. Whatever it takes. You're not bothering me. You're really not bothering me. I love doing this. So I can walk you through it, or now we can go to GoToMeeting and we can do this, and I can walk you through it this way if you need a visual. Okay? But everything that you're going to get from after your lit reviews are done and your demographic surveys done, everything will be right in front of you. All you have to do is watch the video, fill it out, and take the quiz. Each one will have a 5-point quiz of the 5 major parts, 5 major areas that you need to understand from the video. Okay? Because each test has a specific duty. So like for next week, your paired sample t-test looks at a pre and a post test. Okay? Only. It looks at a pre and a post test. And it compares the two, and then it goes there. Your one sample t-test is looking at one single variable. Your independent sample is going to look at 2 variables, like a yes/no question. Your ANOVA is going to look at 3 or more. So each one has a specific test that needs to be run based on how many variables you're working with. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Don't just set it aside and say, I don't understand it. Call me and I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to get it done. I'll walk you through it. Doesn't take that long. You'll begin to grab it. Okay? Pretty much that's it in a nutshell. Are there any questions? Anything you don't understand? If you can't talk, just type in the box. I'm looking at the box right now. Everybody understands how to turn the homework in and that. I apologize for the disconnect on getting stuff back to you because I was told by the people at the school that video works, and that's why I wanted to do it, because then you're seeing my face and you're listening to me, and I can show. Some of you, I showed you things, and it was really cool. But I guess you guys don't get it.
So the thing on the right, that's going to be due next week, or
well, I'm going to post it tonight. I'm going to post it tonight, and it won't be due until next Sunday. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm pushing it out because I want you guys to get back to your lit reviews and your demographic survey and get those done. Get those done. Okay?
No.
And then next week,
hey.
on Sunday, I'm going to be posting the, the paired sample t-test, and I'll put a due date of about a week and a half away. So they're going to overlap a little bit. But it just gives you time to get that other stuff done, get that all cut up and get it done so you can get a grade. And then the next step and then we'll get